Hi, it's Football1975 and today I'm doing part 7 of my What's in the DNA series. So what's in the DNA of Elite Dangerous? And today I'm picking something that's very much in the DNA of Elite Dangerous. Now I apologise to people who paid attention. In my last video I said it would be the last in this series. I lied. Well, actually I didn't lie, I just got it wrong. I may have another one after this even, but this one is one that I should have done much earlier. This is the one that I think there is the most stuff from this in the DNA of Elite Dangerous over any other sci-fi influence, and that is Babylon 5. Now, the reason I think Babylon 5 has such a big influence comes down to the Thargoids and comes down to some of the space stations and some of the overriding themes. Now, with Elite Dangerous, they've chosen to do different factions of humanity rather than alien races. But if you look at the behaviours of certain factions within Babylon 5, they're very similar to the way the Alliance and the Empire and the Federation behave. They kind of mirror the factions that are in Babylon 5, especially this sort of ritualistic behaviour type thing, and some of the ship designs, you know, the way Imperial ships look, they look very similar to the Minbari type ships that we see later on in Babylon 5 series. But Babylon 5, really the main influence for me is the way the shadows were half buried on planets, the way the shadows evolved, the way the shadows were represented is so similar to the way the Thargoids have been. Yeah, I mean they're sort of tendril monstery things, but there's a lot of similarities between that and the way the Thargoids are, for me anyway. You know, there's an episode where a shadow is dug out of the ground by another shadow, and it just really is reminiscent of the Thargoid crash sites and things like that. Now I'm throwing this one open to you guys because I wasn't the biggest Babylon 5 fan. I have pretty much watched, I think, all of them. I think going back I watched virtually all of them. I might have missed a few here or there, but overall I wasn't the biggest Babylon 5 fan, so I am throwing this one open to you guys. What do you guys think? Do you think Elite Dangerous is heavily influenced by Babylon 5 or only a tiny bit? I personally think it's quite a heavy amount. I think some of the way the Empire stuff looks, and especially the Thargoids compared to the Shadows. But that's all for this video, and that was a look at Babylon 5's influence on Elite Dangerous. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.